So let's talk about Coach Geno, because it seems like every Caitlin Clark take, whether it's Cheryl Swoops or Coach Geno, they have been dead wrong about Caitlin Clark. You look at what happened with Cheryl, how she's so unprofessional, how she got kicked off the broadcast for last Sunday because they didn't think she could be objective towards Caitlin Clark. And then you look at Coach Geno, where he had a horrendous take on Caitlin Clark and attacked her fan base. He was saying that she's not going to be skilled enough. She's going to struggle with physicality. That is disrespectful to the current players, that fans are pushing this idea of, hey, Caitlin Clark could be an MVP candidate. And what do you know? She's in the conversation. Do I think she's going to win the MVP? No, because I have to look at the entire season, and A'ja Wilson has been better. That doesn't negate the fact that Caitlin Clark is in those conversations. But let's go ahead and see what Mr. Geno had to say about Caitlin Clark on the Dan Patrick Show.
I saw where you said the WNBA, they're targeting Caitlin Clark. What do you mean by how she's being guarded or enforced?
I think you and I both know the landscape that we live in today, both sports-wise and non-sports-wise, right? We are in a red, blue. And if you're red, you can't agree with blue. And if you're blue, you can't agree with red. Whereas most things are in the middle. If you're a college player and you're a great college player, like Caitlin was, the delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and tear it apart. There were actually odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable.
If you go look at the odds now, she's actually third in MVP. This is crazy to me. Calling a fan base delusional and stupid is not a good approach to me, because just because people have opinions doesn't mean they're just always stupid. And I don't think you should be using that kind of language all the time. Sometimes it's warranted. But in this case, you look really bad because we're at September 10th, and Caitlin Clark is right in that conversation. And she got 2 big games coming up against the Aces. And if she performs well, and let's just say they get both wins, man, the conversations for her winning MVP is only going to be larger and larger. And Coach Geno, how you looking now? Because this is not a good look.
Eligible and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from the beginning. So if you're a WNBA player, and believe me, I've coached the best, and I've pissed them off a lot, and they let me know about it. But they were tremendously disrespected. And none of them are going to say it. But human nature is, okay, this kid's coming into the league. And Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening. And they all jumped over her, but they didn't read the whole thing that she said. But nobody's printing. Diana Taurasi was right. This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie.
So Caitlin Clark is on the wrong team and has the wrong skill set. Okay, well, let's look at what's happened. The Fever started 1-8. They are 18-9 since. That is a record where you could be a top 4 team in the WNBA. But she's on the wrong team. Okay. And let's look at career record. So for 25 points and 10 assists, that's happened 5 times. Caitlin Clark has done that 5 times as well. She's tied the record. I'm just trying to figure out, where is Coach Geno now? Because just looking at this is asinine on so many levels. This is worse than what Skip Bayless had to say about Tim Tebow, in my opinion, because Caitlin Clark is making this guy look ridiculous. God forbid, if Caitlin Clark gets in the playoffs, I don't think this is going to happen, and wins a first-round playoff series, oh my goodness. The amount of clips that are going to be pulled from Geno is going to get even worse. But yeah, this has not aged well whatsoever. And I hope that Coach Geno doesn't pull Cheryl Swoops and just disappears and doesn't say anything and doesn't take back what he said here, because we know that Cheryl Swoops has been terrible as well. But man, saying she has the wrong skill set and that she's on the wrong team, I think some of this is jealousy, because she decided not to play for Uconn, and then she ended up beating Uconn. I believe it was in the Elite 8 or Final 4, one or the other. And you're mad about that because you probably wanted Caitlin Clark on your team, get some more shine on the college players. But she decided, you know what? I'm not going to kiss up to you. I'm not going to just do whatever you want. I'm going to go play for Iowa. And what do you know? She shined there. I know they didn't ever win a championship, but she knocked you out, and you're probably still upset about that.
And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement. Targeted by society, targeted by her looks, targeted by her reputation, targeted by the disrespect that they've shown to the WNBA. There's a huge target on this kid's back. I thought Cameron Brink said something really smart. She said, no, they're expecting this rookie class to be perfect. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last 10 years.
So Cardoso, Angel Reese, Rakia Jackson, Cameron Brink, Caitlin Clark is not a good rookie class. Not one of the best in the past 10 years. This rookie class is solid. And when Cameron Brink gets back next season, if Angel Reese works on her post game and Rakia Jackson continues to get better and Cardoso becomes a reliable second or third option for the Sky, that's not a good class. We know what Caitlin Clark is doing already. I just don't understand these takes sometimes because we can't just look at this class and go, oh, yeah, well, you know what? They're not the best class in the past 10 years. Well, let's see how it develops because I think Angel Reese could be a really good, either she's going to be a Dennis Rodman or a Kevin Garnett because she's got to work on her offense. She gets better in the post and has a consistent mid-range shot. Angel Reese is going to be unstoppable out there. We know what Caitlin Clark can do. She does need to work on her turnovers and play better in the half court. And you look at Cameron Brink and Rakia Jackson, those are really good players as well. Cardoso is really good in the post. She has a lot of good post moves. I love watching her play. But yeah, just to dismiss this other class, so disrespectful. What are we doing here, Geno?
They've been put out to be that because the way social media is today. So what kind of impact is this rookie class having in the WNBA?
How do you think Clark is handling this?
Caitlin Clark is breaking records, and Angel Reese broke the record for most rebounds in the season. But yeah, continue on, Coach Geno.
I think she's handling great. I think she talks a lot of and she gets a lot of back. So she deserves everything she gets because she gives it as good as she gets. She's just not built for the physicality of this league. Yeah, and she's not quick enough to get away from the physicality.
Caitlin Clark isn't quick enough. She can't blow by her defenders. Have you not been watching her? She did struggle early on with the physicality and full court pressure, but when they try to press her, she just blows right by them now. When she gets that first step or has that leeway where she can blow by her defender, it's over. They can't keep up with her. She's either getting AM1s, she's kicking it out for an open teammate, and she's drawing fouls, and you can't stop her. So at the time, you looked good here, but we're in September, and Caitlin Clark is absolutely destroying folks out there. They can't really press her anymore because she's adapted to the physicality, and she has a quick first step. And if she has any type of opportunity to drive by her opponent, she's doing it every single time, and they cannot keep up with her speed and quickness. But hey, apparently she's not quick enough, according to Coach Geno.
So there's a lot of learning curve, like Diana said. And when she gets it, she has elite skills that are going to really help her. Yeah, but she needs to be on a better.
Wait, I'm confused. You said she doesn't have skills, and now you're saying she has elite skills. Which one is it? I'm lost here. What are we doing?
She needs to be on a better team, and she needs to be more experienced. And
so Caitlin Clark needs to be on a better team. I don't know what he's watching because it's obvious she doesn't need that. All they need for the Fever is a backup point guard, more athletic wings. And if they do that, the Fever are going to be championship contenders sooner rather than later. Lexi Hall has been solid. I think she's shooting 70% from three after the All-Star break. She's been phenomenal. But yeah, apparently Caitlin Clark needs to be on a better team.
That will come. But for these ridiculous fans who had her slotted as the next Diana now, they're out of their mind. And for these people that are waiting outside the bus for the Chicago Sky team, what the hell? What do we become? A third world soccer country? That when a soccer player gives up their own goal in the World Cup, you're waiting for him in a bar to shoot him? Like, what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah.
Coach Geno, Caitlin Clark is box office. She's more watchable than any player right now. Why? Because people want to watch Caitlin Clark. She gets more views than any WNBA player right now. She's selling out jerseys. I even just bought a jersey from her recently. She is absolutely destroying the league. And you're shocked. You're wondering why that's happening because people enjoy watching her play basketball. So that's why you see this reaction. And it's good for the league because the WNBA needs to grow. They haven't made any money yet. So why not Caitlin Clark? Why are you hating, man? This is just a travesty, absolutely horrible take. And it has not aged well for him, has it? Just looking at some of these comments. Oh, this guy right here. I wanted to point it out. For everyone saying he's wrong, CC is averaging 35% from the field. That's not true. 29% from three. The physicality and speed of the other women is affecting her just like any other rookie. She's not Kansas Parker, for example. We're not looking at a transcendent player right now, and it's okay. How's that looking today? I mean, whew, this age bad. Exactly. She's more skilled as a BB player than a naturally gifted athlete, if that makes sense. I do think with her IQ and work ethic, she will get better, but there are going to be some adjustments she'll need to figure out. But so many people have unrealistic expectations. So it looks like she's meeting those expectations. It's just looking really bad for that guy. Most points scored or assisted on. Ooh. This did not age well for this guy. And this is why when it comes to basketball takes, you don't want to look really dumb because you got to let her career play out. Now, if we were in September right now and the Fever were still struggling and she was having a hard time with physicality, then yeah, he would have looked really good. But looking back now, it has not aged well. Now, please don't pull Cheryl Swoops and go quiet into the night. Just say you were wrong. Go back to the Dan Patrick show or have a conversation with Caitlin Clark and say, you know what? You proved me wrong. And from now on, I'm just going to support you and lift up the WNBA because we need Caitlin Clark to make this league better. I want to watch WNBA games. I actually like watching it. But you got to let her continue to elevate this game so people can make money and you can have more games and more teams. We have 12 teams right now. I want more in this league. I don't want to just watch a best of 3. I want to watch a best of 5 in the first round. I want to watch a best of 7 in the second round and add a third round as well. I want multiple conferences like in the West and East, just like the NBA. But it's got to start somewhere. So please, all the hate for Caitlin Clark, you don't have to like her, but she's going to help this league expand and get better. And man, Geno, what are we doing, my guy? That's just really bad. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Love to hear your thoughts on what Coach Geno had to say about Caitlin Clark on the Dan Patrick Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one.